He just passed his 2nd degree black belt.
Yep.
Now that you're a 2nd degree black belt, at 2nd degree, is that when you can split wood with your bare hands? You can just chop it open?
I don't know.
Probably, we're gonna try.
The best job I ever had.
Today on In the Wood Yard, we've got a trailer load full of wood and it needs to get in the bin. Here we go. So yesterday I ran the processor and we filled this trailer load. And today I'm going to do resplits, split down the bigger chunks, throw the small ones into the bin, add on to the bin, all that stuff. So it's morning right now and I got a couple hours. I think I got about 3 hours or so that I can work this morning. So I'm gonna try to get this done and see what happens. Here we go. So I was splitting along like a happy boy, and this guy shows up. He wants to work, is that right?
Yes.
And he just passed his 2nd degree black belt.
Yep.
And how long did that take you to get to 2nd degree? How many years?
I think it was around like 5 to 6 years.
So tell me about the test that you had to do to pass. What was your endurance test?
Well, we had to run a mile, do 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups in under 30 minutes.
And then jumping jacks too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you did it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I couldn't do that anymore. It'd take me all day.
Whole test was 6 hours, and then we had the graduation for getting our belts was 2 hours.
So now that you're a 2nd degree black belt, at 2nd degree, is that when you can split wood with your bare hands? You can just chop it open?
I don't know.
Probably, we're gonna try. So he's coming here. This is Gavin, for those of you that don't know. This is Bert's oldest son, and he's gonna help me split wood today. So we're gonna start the machine back up and make little pieces of wood. Does that sound like fun?
Yeah.
It's probably gonna be what kind of a job?
The best job I ever had.
He's learning. So we're gradually working, getting the trailer emptied. We got a good portion of it done. We split for almost an hour there, I think. Sure helps having the extra hands because he just keeps me fed by bringing me pieces and throwing the small ones in. Now he had to go do a job for his mom, so he left for a little while, but what I just did, the splitter was right here, and so I moved the trailer down, backed it in closer, moved the splitter in, because this stuff here is starting to get to where it's heaped up. I don't know, it's got to be almost 8 feet high, and I'll walk around the bin so you can see it. So what I'm trying to do is go as high as I can, obviously, so the water sheds off of it. The higher you go, just I think the better. So down here I had 3 pallets wide. And then as I'm going that way, I'm actually starting to narrow it up just a little bit because this was kind of tight right here. And so this is all oak in this bin here, and I've taken some from here already. I sold a bunch of that. So that's all oak there. This pile back here is all mixed hardwood. So that is mainly ash, maple, and elm. There might be a little birch in there. There might be a little bit of aspen. Same stuff here. That's mainly all tree service wood. That's all ash and maple pretty much. And there's, if I remember correctly, I think there's 60, I want to say. 60 face cords, so 20 full cords in there. Is that right? That's right. Yeah, 20 full cords in there and 20 full cords in there. And then this is probably going to be more than that because it's wider and longer. And then this one here, the one we're working on right now, is going to end up being probably the same. So people have been asking me how much wood you have. I don't know, not enough. I just keep going. I make as much as I can because I can sell everything I make. So that's what I'm going to do. So you can see here, we're starting to throw pieces over the top. They're laying on the ground, but it's about as high as you can go. So I moved down, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add on. I just already did. I brought over some more pallets. I brought these 2 in, so I'm going to tie these in with wire. Just threw this one down. I'm going to take that one and put it here. And I'll probably go down, probably like this one eventually, and I'll just end up ending at where I put a row on the end and just stack it up is probably what I'll do. But I think I might come down to about here, probably 2 more pallets past what it is now, because that way we can still drive through, because that's the cherry right there. We'll be able to drive through here, and they can get through with farm equipment through here then. So probably no farther than about right here. And then that one I can extend down probably about the same. I probably can go down to about here, because I got to be able to get around to that one. And eventually we're going to take all these timbers and stack them up. We'll do that someday with the skid steer. We'll have the forks on and we'll stack them all up, and we'll go put them over by all the other stuff, because I want to be able to drive basically down these rows to get to the wood. That I left them wide enough so we can get the truck and trailer right through here and make the corners and everything. So basically we're making a kind of like a maze, so we can just kind of go through it and get to the wood that we need to get to, and that way there's plenty of room. It can drive really good. And on this end I'm down to 2 wide here. And that's probably what I'm going to do, because I don't want to go too wide with the oak from now on, because we're in end of June now here, and I'd really like the stuff to be able to be dry by this next winter. So we got a good 6 months of drying to go here, which it should be, because I'm splitting it down pretty dang small. We're getting it down. I mean, you can see the sizes of this stuff. We're getting it down to like an average piece looks like this right here. So that's small for most of you, I know, but I'm selling to fireplace people, not people that are heating with wood. So the people I sell to, this is what they like. And even small like this, they want to be able to see the fire, and they want it to burn nicely. So by going small, it'll dry faster. The customers really like it. Even last year I had some oversized stuff that I got from my dad that was basically heating wood. So it was big chunks you needed 2 hands to lift. And one guy I delivered to, he says, "Oh, this is not your usual really nice size stuff." He said, "These are too big." He said, "I'm gonna have to split these down for my little firebox." I said, "Well, sorry, it was the last of the oak I had." He said, "No, I'm glad to have it." And it was wood that was, I think, like 4 or 5 years old. So it was great wood. It's just it was a little bigger than what he was used to. So this is what my customers want. And I'll go down here and show you here just as a comparison. The sizes here. These are basically, you know, nice billet size pieces, which is what a lot of times you'll see in bundle firewood, you know, stuff that's 2 to 3 inches. So you can see by my hand size here how big this stuff is. So that's what my customers want. And I know there's a lot of people like, "Oh, that's kindling." Well, if that's kindling for you, that's fine. It's not what my customers want. They want the smaller stuff, smaller splits, and I want it so it dries faster. What I don't like about it, you got to handle it more. It's more work to split it down, but it does dry faster, because I want to turn it over, and oak has terrible turnover. Generally, oak, you got to have a year, year and a half, sometimes even 2 if you got bigger pieces for it to dry. I want to turn the wood over in 6 months. 2 or 3 months would be better, like ash, maple, cherry, stuff like that. I like it to cut it, split it, dry it, sell it in 3 or 4 months. That's what I would like to be able to do. Because I don't have a kiln, I know there's guys that have kilns, you know, they'll cut, split, and dry it in less than a week. They got the product going out. That'd be great, but I just don't, I'm not that big yet. Maybe someday we'll have a kiln, or 2 or 10, I don't know. Okay, gonna get back to splitting. So we got the trailer all emptied, split. I backed it up into place and it is ready to receive another load. And that's gonna happen tomorrow, because tomorrow we are going to start up the big girl, the big girl there, and we're gonna run some oak through it. We're gonna hopefully finish this oak right here, because I got these pieces here. There's some snaky ones in there. That's a nice one there. And some of these big chunks in here. I got all kinds of odd things in there. And then I might even try to run this puny stuff here. This is real small stuff. I mean, it's down to like 4-inch. Here's like a 2-inch or 3-inch or whatever. Some little bitty ones and some crooked ones. I'll probably try to run it all through the processor. It is faster, even though it's a pain. But I threw this stuff out of the way when I had help here, because I wanted to just move things through faster. But I'll probably come in here and grab these and put those on too, because that's between what's right here and there's more than a trailer load full. So we're gonna run that tomorrow. So that's what's gonna happen. Then right now you're gonna hit some buttons and you're gonna go watch some other videos on my channel, because you're good at it. You're expert, by the way. Expert status, that's what I'm giving you. Tomorrow I'll be back 5:30 a.m. with another video for you. You're gonna be here. We're gonna make this thing make a little wood again. See you then. Good night, Irene.